Hey everybody, so here's another collection video. This time I'm going to look at the Wii games. I don't have as many Wii games as I have Xbox 360 games because, well, let's face it, the 360 does have a better library than the Wii, but there are a lot of really cool games here. So let me just go through these. Well, there's the Conduit, which is actually a really cool first-person shooter for the Wii. I was kind of surprised that there weren't more first-person shooters for the Wii because I think... playing with a Wiimote and Nunchuk is a really cool way of playing first-person shooters. Here's Super Paper Mario, which was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was really badass. This is a really cool one. This is the last story. I haven't actually played it yet, but I just love the packaging. It's from the guy who originally created Final Fantasy. And I have an art book with it, and there's the actual game. So that's pretty cool. Shit falling all over. This is the King of Fighters collection, the Orochi Saga. It actually has a little bit more than the Orochi Saga. It has King of Fighters 94, 95, 96, 97, and 98, which is pretty cool. You get 5 games, and it was really cheap. You could also get that for PlayStation 2. Metroid Other M. This one I didn't really care for. I was really disappointed in it. And I think a lot of other people were also really disappointed in it. My friend Mega Gray on YouTube really liked it, but I found it to be severely lackluster. But speaking of Metroid, here's Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. This was fucking awesome. There's not much I could say. It was the best Metroid Prime game in my opinion. Kirby's Epic Yarn was really a lot of fun. And actually, it's kind of a shame. I could be doing a playthrough, a Let's Play of this right now. But what happened is, I don't know how many of you guys knew this, because not everybody's on the Facebook page. But a couple of months ago on Facebook, I asked people, what would they rather see an LP of? Kirby's Epic Yarn or New Super Mario Bros. For DS? And by an overwhelming margin, they chose New Super Mario Bros., which is kind of surprising, because a lot of people have done it. And it's sort of, you know, it's a great game, but it is sort of a cut and paste game. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but Kirby's Epic Yarn is something very unique, and I was surprised that it didn't get more votes. I will do a playthrough it eventually. This is Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars, which you guys probably recently saw the video I did for the Street Fighter series. This is Wii Sports. It came with the Wii. I don't have Wii Sports Resort because I bought the Wii way before that. Here's GoldenEye 007, and people always ask me, do you think this lives up to the Nintendo 64 one? I think it surpasses it by far. GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 was a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. I played it for hours on end. I played the multiplayer. It was a load of fun. But people have sort of put the nostalgia goggles on to a certain extent, and they think of it as being better than it was. Like, it's a great game, but in the sense that a great game can be overrated, the original GoldenEye is. While the Wii GoldenEye, which is also available on Xbox and PlayStation 3 now as GoldenEye Reloaded, is a superior game in many ways. Yeah, WarioWare Smooth Moves. This is like the dorkiest fucking art ever. I mean, it's a Wario game, but the art, like the color, the primary color is pink, and it has what looks like little hearts, but they're actually little noses, like it's actually Wario's nose. And then you got like sort of this weird Wario Groucho mask thing and the Wiimote swinging. But, you know, it's a WarioWare game, and you know what you're getting when you get a WarioWare game. You're getting a lot of fun. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. You know, I'm a big fan of this series, and this is a great one, and there's really not much else to say about it. Good luck finding it cheap, though. I paid $35 for it, used. This is Samurai Shodown Anthology, which when I do the Samurai Shodown feature, I'll probably be using this a bit. It doesn't have every game. It has Samurai Shodown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It doesn't have 7, or what I think it was called 6 Special or something. And it doesn't have Samurai Shodown Sen, which actually came out later and sucked anyway. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I mean, classic fucking game. Probably the game that I've put the most time into on the Wii other than Xenoblade. Speaking of Xenoblade, there's the art book for it. There's Super Mario Galaxy 2, which was awesome. Great game. Let's see. Okay, Dragon Quest Swords, The Masked Queen, and the Tower of Mirrors. This could have been really lame, but I did buy it because I'm a huge Dragon Quest person, and it was actually kind of fun in a goofy sort of way. Not exactly amazing game, but, you know, if you can find it cheap, it's worth it. Mad World is a game that you probably will find for cheap. I paid $8 for it, but honestly, I've seen it online for a penny. This is a game by Sega that did really badly in terms of sales, even though it's a great game. It recently got sort of a pseudo-sequel called Anarchy Reigns, which is on, I think, Xbox and PlayStation. But it's a really bizarre game. It gets a little hard near the end, but so fun to play. Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I haven't actually played this yet. I actually recently picked this one up. But, you know, I'm a big Kirby fan, so... Okay, there's Castlevania Judgment. This was one of the 3 games that I got with the Wii. One of them, obviously, was Wii Sports. And I got Castlevania Judgment, which got really bad reviews, but it's a Castlevania game, so it's an automatic purchase for me. And it's really not as bad as people have said. I've done a playthrough of it. What do we have here? Oh, here's the other game I got with the Wii. Wario Land Shake It, which was awesome, by the way. Actually, playing this at a demo kiosk at GameStop was that was what convinced me to go and buy a Wii. So, there's the original Super Mario Galaxy, which was awesome. Okay. Okay, there's Pandora's Tower. This recently came out, and I haven't gotten to play it yet, but if you're unaware of the whole Operation Rainfall thing, it was a way of bringing 3 games to America that weren't coming out of America. One of them was this Xenoblade Chronicles, which is probably the best game on the Wii, and it was my choice for Game of the Year of 2012. The second one was The Last Story, and the third one was Pandora's Tower. So we got them all. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I did a video on it. You'll probably see a playthrough of that sometime in the distant future, though. Wii Play. I got duped into buying this. When I bought the Wii, I got this with the Wii. I just remembered that, yeah, I got this with the Wii. I asked for a second controller and nunchuck, and they said, do you want Wii Play? And I said, what the fuck is Wii Play? And they said, oh, it's like, like a minigame collection like Wii Sports, and it comes with a free controller. And I was like, okay, but this was like $50, and the controller and nunchuck together would have been less than that, and this is pretty much worthless. Like, it was fun for about 5 seconds, and then it got old, so... Yeah. Punch-Out was awesome. I did an LP of this already. Okay, Punch-Out was great. Here's Metal Slug Anthology, which you could also get for PlayStation 2. I had a hard time finding this. It took me a really long time to get it. I was searching for it. I didn't care what system I got it on. I just wanted to get it. And I finally found it for the Wii. And here's another one. This one is actually... This is the last one. A little bit of a story behind this one. This is Muramasa the Demon Blade. Very hard game to find for the Wii. I do see it in stores occasionally, and if you ever see it, you should totally pick it up. It also... I forget if it recently came out, or if it will come out soon for the Vita. So that's another option. It's a really amazing hack-and-slash game with an artistic flair. It's sort of similar to Princess Crown and Odin Sphere. So if you've played either of those two, Princess Crown was on the Saturn, and Odin Sphere was on PlayStation 2, and then there's this one on the Wii, and it's also on the Vita. Great game. But when I got it, I went to play it, and the game didn't work. And this was back when there was a play-and-trade near me. I bought this at GameStop, and I went to the play-and-trade to have them fix the disc, because like they had this machine that would fix it, and you pay $3, and they buff it out for you, and then it would work. And it had worked on a few other discs, like actually that for Xbox 360, the Guitar Hero, which one? One of the Guitar Hero games got a circle scratch on it when there's a long story behind that I don't want to tell right now, but they were able to fix that. So I brought this over, and they tested it in one of their Wiis, and it worked. And I said, well, it doesn't work at home for whatever reason, so, could you just do it anyway? And they did it anyway, and when I brought it home, it worked. And I'm not sure if it worked because they did that, or it worked because it had always worked, and maybe there was like a piece of dust inside the Wii or on the disc or something. The disc looked pristine, and they were actually kind of reluctant to buff it, because Wii discs are actually much more delicate than like 360 discs, and the machine was calibrated for Xbox 360, so they did this on the lightest setting. So I don't know if the $3 made a difference or not, but I did get to play it. So anyway, that's the Wii collection. Join me next time, and it's going to be a short video next time because I'm going to go over the PSP games, which I don't have a whole hell of a lot, but join me then.